Rusty is kicking us off. He's in Mansfield, Ohio. Rusty, welcome to the Ramsey Show.
Hi, thanks for having me. Thanks for taking my call.
Absolutely.
I'm getting ready to graduate college here in May, and I'll be a pharmacist once I pass my boards. I'm 36. My wife's 32. I have a whole bunch of student loan debt, about $342,000 in student loan debt.
Whoa.
I have about 9,000 in credit cards. We have about 34,000 tied up in cars. And then I have a personal loan from a family member, which kind of includes a house. They put down their house as collateral with a balloon loan. So we've just been paying the interest to kind of live here.
Oh, jeez. How much is that?
The house is only $51,000, but in total with other money I owe her, it's about $98,000.
So what's the total debt that you owe?
$482,000.
Oh, Rusty, how are you feeling? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm all right.
I'm more worried than you
I
are.
started listening to your show about a year ago, and I felt like I needed to pursue the pretty big shovel because I was almost done with school. So I have a job lined up. I'll start.
How much are you gonna be
after
making?
I pass my boards. I'll be making $108,000. And I have a job that'll be 7 days on and 7 days off. So I plan on picking up another job.
Good.
Awesome.
Yep. Okay.
And is that your household income, or is there more money?
My wife brings home about $450 a week. So.
What is she doing?
Well, what does that pan out to? What do you think she'll make this year?
She just started this job a few months ago, so I'm going to say maybe around 30 to 35, somewhere in that range.
What is she doing?
She's a customer service rep for a company.
Okay.
Is that full-time?
Yes.
Okay. Do you guys have kids?
We do not. That's something else I kind of wanted to throw in there. We have issues, so we'll probably have to do like an IVF if we want to have kids.
Okay.
So I wasn't sure if where that would fit in either, because we're getting kind of older and it's coming towards that time or not at all. So
totally.
Wow. So how can we help today?
I just kind of need a plan of, I guess, where to start. So the house doesn't have to be refinanced for another 3 to 4 years before they call for that balloon loan. So I wasn't sure if I should pay on other stuff for 3 years or so.
Can you get out of this house situation?
Yeah. Is it the house that you're living in that has the mortgage and the loan and everything, or is it the family members?
So, my mother put her house as collateral for this house because this house is technically worth a little bit more. So, it's her house that is on the line, I guess.
And how much do you have left? How much is left on the house?
Oh, we've just been paying the interest, so the whole amount.
Oh. Rusty, you're going to have to get...
How much will it sell for?
I honestly don't know.
Because here's the deal, Rusty. Y'all are...
2017.
Say again?
We got it in 2017, so it's been a little while. I'm sure it's probably in this market went up a little bit, but
yeah, probably has. So here's the thing, Rusty. You're in kind of a extreme situation with everything going on and the amounts of debt, which means in order to make movement, you're going to have to make some extreme moves. And we don't always recommend selling a home and that kind of thing to get out of debt, because for some people it's like, hey, you got $12,000 of credit card debt, and we're like, awesome, cut everything and pay it off as fast as possible. But it's a substantial amount, almost $500,000. And so if you want to start making some big moves, that's where I'm going to start looking first and foremost. It's like, where are the places that we can make some drastic moves? And I know you guys want a family in the future, and that's amazing. And we can definitely talk about that later on in this call. But like, you don't have kids right now. Nothing's tying you down to this house. Like, I would start eliminating stuff. In your cars, you got $34,000 of car debt. How is that between both cars, or is that?
Yes. Yeah, that's between both.
Between both cars.
What are the cars worth?
So we owe about a little over $10,000 on one. It's probably worth about 12 or 13. And then we owe about 23.7 on the other one, and it's about worth 25 or 26.
Okay. Well, man, if I'm in your shoes, I'm feeling a sense of urgency, and I'm going, we are selling these cars tomorrow, and we're going to drive beater cars. We are selling this house next month, and we are going to live somewhere that we can
In
afford.
a 1-bedroom,
and we're
tiny
gonna clean this
apartment.
up.
I'm talking, yes, making these extreme.
This is an emergency situation.
And the $9,000 credit card debt, all of it. So, like, Rusty, yes, what George is saying, and I totally agree with, like, there needs to be this sense of, okay, in order to make a dent in $500,000 of debt, we got to just make some moves. And so that's right, selling the car, selling the house, and then mapping out a game plan. So you're going to make $108K a year, but then that's every other week. So finding a job ASAP of what you can do every other week. Your wife's making $35,000 in this market. Honestly, I think she can make more. I would be looking for a different job. Like, I would be making huge lifestyle changes, because when you do that, what's going to end up happening is you're going to have all this other margin to throw at the debt. You guys are going to be living on nothing. Everything's going to be going towards that. Because if you're not making these types of decisions, you're going to be in this for a really long time. And your pattern so far, Rusty, not to shame you, but your pattern so far of the decisions you guys have made with the credit card debt, the car loans, your mom taking out, collateral on her house with a balloon mortgage, like, your whole mindset has to shift. Like, you have to have this realization, what we've done has not worked. So we're actually going to have to do the opposite of everything I thought I was going to do with money. And so you and your wife together, like, making this, because what I would do too is, and sorry, George, you can jump in, but like, is having your why. What's your why? And for you guys to start a family. And yes, and we've had close, dear friends go through this process, multiple friends go through the IVF process, and it's long, it's exhausting, it's strenuous, it's sad. I mean, there's all that emotion, and then obviously the prayer of being able to have a family on the other side of that. I want that to be your why, like sacrificing so majorly to say, over here is what we want our lives to be. And in order to do that so well, as stress-free as possible, with as much money in the bank, these are the decisions we have to make.
Yeah, and make sure you're cash flowing that IVF treatment. Don't go into debt for it, which means we got to clean this thing up and use that why. Listen, your life at this rate is going to suck for 10 to 20 years. I don't want that for you. I want it to suck for 2 years because you got gazelle intense, you sacrificed, you did everything you could for your family, for that future kid. That's what I want for you, Rusty. I'm going to gift you 1 year of Ramsey Plus. I want you and your wife to go through all the Financial Peace University videos, get a game plan, get on the every dollar budget, and start attacking this thing with a vengeance, because your life depends on it.